Hey guys, how's it going? Happy Monday. No, it's not. It's Wednesday. Hi guys, how you going? Happy Wednesday. Welcome to a midweek check-in. My week so far has been different to what has usually been happening. I had a quiet day on Monday at work and my right calf has been giving me absolute grief. It was worse pain than when before I started the electrolytes. So I'm assuming it's just overuse, too much in a short amount of time, and I paid for that for 2 days. Only today has it come right and the pain is gone again. So on Monday it rained in the afternoon quite heavily all at once, as it likes to do out here for some reason. I didn't do any walking at all apart from what I did at work. So on Tuesday, it was better weather yesterday. So I did a couple of hours at work yesterday, and after a little rest from work, getting home. So after getting home from work, I have a little rest, and over the next 5 odd hours, every hour I'd get up and I'd do just a little loop, and I think the little loop is about 1,000 steps. And I still got to my 10,000 steps at the end of the day, which is awesome. And yeah, for some reason yesterday was weird. Like the pain in my calf had settled down quite significantly, but then it was my shin that was hurting rather badly. So that's why I decided just to do little walks every hour. Today we've got drizzle and rain again. It was a longer work day, but my calf and my shin feel perfectly fine today. I did have 2 electrolytes yesterday, so I hope maybe that did the trick. Just the one today, but yeah, the pain's gone back to normal. My back doesn't hurt, and I haven't taken my lunchtime osteo pills, but my back doesn't hurt. Oh, usually I'm pretty on point with taking that 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock set of pills, but it's 4:30 and I feel fine. Sweet, sweet. Oh my goodness. So I don't have a lot to catch up on because nothing much has been going on. It's only Wednesday. It's only half the week, hump day, as we say. I'm keeping up my steps. We have been gorging on beef and bacon because it's just so delicious. And I should be picking up. Oh, I went and saw our butcher. I think I asked him last time I was in there if he could do higher fat mince for us, because they only do the premium in town here. And he's like, oh yeah, no, that's fine, we can do that for you. And I'm like, well, the other lady said there was like a minimum order. What's the minimum order? And they said, oh, probably about 5 kilos. I'm like, okay, we can do that. Because I'm expecting a bulk order, meaning a significant amount of meat. So I was quite pleased with, we probably buy 6 odd kilos in beef somewhere else. So it's like, all right, we'll just get it how we want it from our local butcher. We don't have to drive an hour. We don't have to drive 2 hours to get a fattier cut of meat. We don't have to add butter. We won't have to add tallow or anything else to it. So that's freaking cool. It'll be good to see if that makes any difference as well in regards to any discomfort or anything like that. I do feel I do need some more fat intake, but sometimes I just get tired of putting butter on everything. It's easier just to have it already mixed in with whatever it is that I'm eating. But yeah, it's been been a quiet week. I'm pretty happy we've got some rain. All right, that's it for our midweek recap. Try saying that 10 times fast. And I'll probably see you on Friday to catch you up again, and I'll do another catch up on the weekend. See you later. Hey guys, how's it going? Hope you've all had a wonderful week. I'm back here for another check-in, and there was something that I completely forgot to mention in my midweek update. On Tuesday, I found a video on YouTube that talked about osteoarthritis in the back specifically, and in that video, he outlines the root problem, which I'd never found an answer for. My doctor who diagnosed me at the time, I asked what caused it, and he's just like, I presumed, after some research, I presumed it was because I was overweight for a lot of my life, and because of being, how do I put it? I had a job situation where, well, most of my jobs have been active, and I just presumed with all the incorrect posture with bending and lifting and things like that, that I had added to the problem for my back after being overweight for so long. And I do recall when I was in my weightlifting days that with the deadlifts, my lower back would burn quite significantly on those days. But he said that the root problem is muscle imbalance over time. So I've clearly used my back incorrectly for all that time, and we're talking decades. And he went through possible treatments that your regular GP would sort of guide you through. And of course, you've got medications, the cortisol shots, surgical consult, not an option. I wouldn't go that way anyway. I've heard that any procedures on your spine, you're always worse off in the end. And then physical therapy. So I did ask my doctor at the time for a physical therapist, and he did send me to one. And all the exercises she gave me required a lot of back extension work. And one of the big things that he highlighted in his video was not to do back extension exercises. You've already overused it, and that's why you have the problem. Well, I have my problem. So obviously it had me rather intrigued. So, well, I'm like, carry on, please tell. So he went on with 5 essential exercises to not fix the problem, but relieve the pain, so to speak, because I disagree with the video title, but I'm grateful for the video. Otherwise, I wouldn't have discovered what I discovered. So his sets of muscles that his exercises work on, it says back, but it's very, very minimal back work. You're mostly engaging your abdominals. Abs. I was going to say abs, but abdominals came out in a funny way. So back, abs, and your hip flexors. So I've written down the exercises to try out. I haven't got there yet. I do recall on, where is it? I think it was on Tuesday or Wednesday. It must have been Wednesday, where I had my osteo pills in the morning, and I had not taken any throughout the whole day, and I surprised myself with that because I'd watched that video a day or two before that, and I had decided to change how I move. So with work, I decided to engage my abs in pretty much all the movements that I do. and that's probably helped significantly in the pain levels. And I think it was on Thursday, I've got it written down in big bold letters here, no meds. I was absolutely terrified to go to work without having those morning pills, because I have done that previously and I copped it for days. So yeah, I was super stoked just by engaging those ab muscles rather than using your back for every single movement that I did. Has changed the whole dynamic for me. And like, I could not be happier with that result. And in saying that, last night I fell down the stairs, and by the time I got back to my room, I was virtually in tears. Like, I didn't land like on my hands and knees or anything like that. I sort of went in a way where you sort of like, you stumbled a bit, and then my back, you know, went the wrong way. Back extension movement went the wrong way. I think the impact of me hitting the ground was quite hard because my knees have been hurting as well. And I had to, like, my husband saw me come in the room and he's like, "Are you okay? What happened?" You know, because I've bashed my elbow. You know, obviously my back was the one that was, you know, throwing up flares. I said, I just fell down the stairs and, you know, I'm not happy about it. As you would be, you know, it's not fun falling down the stairs. And he's like, "Do you want me to put some cream on it?" Because we've got a whole heap of, you know, ice gel and heat rubs and the non-burny stuff as well. So, like, I laid down, I'm like, "Oh, nah, I'll be right." But the first thing I did was take some I took some osteo pills, and I also took a little bit of cannabis oil because there was a night there that we were woken up at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I haven't felt right since. So I wanted to make sure I got a good sleep, because I know that sleep is very important for the restorative process of your body. And considering I've just, you know, severely hurt myself, it can't hurt. I laid down. A couple of minutes later, I got back up to have to get the blankets because it's stinking hot. We don't want blankets, but then it's like, well, it has been cooler in the morning, so we're going to need at least one. So I, you know, slowly wiggled my way out of bed, and just the pain in walking a couple of meters to grab the blanket, I, you know, slowly turned back around to go get the ice gel cream, because I just knew this is going to be a healing process. So that's what I did last night to try and combat this issue that I've been dealt. It's been a rough morning. I've taken, it's what, 3 o'clock now, so I've had both my morning and lunch osteoarthritis pills, and I think I only had lunch a little while ago. It was just some eggs and butter, and I'm still really sore in that back region, and it's even moved up my spine to like below my shoulder blades. Yeah, wasn't a very good experience, but you know, life happens and we just got to deal with it and move on. But I was super impressed with just changing how I move and engaging those abs, and how much more that helped with the pain in my back. So, you know, not only are we going in the right direction with, you know, the complete anti-inflammatory way of eating a proper human diet, you know, meat, it's that added bonus that extra step to try and get rid of that pain almost completely. Like, yes, the, you know, movement, of course, that helps, but sometimes you just can't. You know, you just can't do 10 kilometers in an afternoon because it's been stinking hot all day or whatever. So I was so excited being no med free for what, a day and a half, 2 days, whatever it was. I was seriously contemplating applying for a job which requires a 10-hour-a-day shift. So, you know, fingers crossed that once this heals, I can go back to experimenting with that and incorporate these 5 exercises in. And, you know, maybe one day I will be able to do those 10-hour shifts, if not 10, just a regular full-time job. Because, you know, casual job, you know, it's one thing just to have a little bit of money coming in, but it's another thing when, you know, you're struggling with the bills. And yeah, it's like, I am really excited about it. I'm just not jumping up and down because my back hurts. So yeah, that's been a it's been a mixed bag of emotions week. I wish I hadn't had fallen down the stairs, but it happened. I'm just glad it wasn't like a huge flight of stairs. It was because the stairs we have are quite tall. Because the length, it's too many for X amount of stairs, so we pulled one stair out, so they're just slightly bigger than a normal step. And being tired, fumbling around in the dark, it just happened. So note to self, turn the light on. I try not to turn the light on because it wakes me up again when I just want to go to sleep. But yes, turn the light on no matter what, because I do not want this happening again. Like, it feels like I've eaten nothing but junk for 3 weeks straight. That's how much pain I'm in. If I sit here much longer, I'll probably start crying. So, yeah, it's like exciting, but I can't express it at the same time. So it's really odd trying to record. So yeah, that's it. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting now. So yeah. So yeah, I will put a picture of the guy's video. So if anybody else out there is suffering osteoarthritis in your lower back, give this guy, check out his channel. What is it? It's El Paso Manual Physical Therapy. I think the video is a couple years old, but for me and for what I have found in the past, what I've been told, what I've experienced, what he says makes sense. So yeah, I haven't looked at his other videos. I don't know what else he's got on there, but he was talking about most therapy, most physiotherapy is based on, you know, if somebody's had surgery or something to get them moving again, whereas what I'm suffering with is wear and tear. I don't like saying that because I'm not sure if I believe it. Like, if he says it's a muscle imbalance and I just do half a day or a day or two of swapping which muscle groups I work and then feel completely different, then there's got to be some truth to that. So fingers crossed I feel better, because I feel like tomorrow is going to be a big work day. And yeah, I will see you next week. Thank you very much for joining me today, and I'll hope to see you again soon. Bye.